Before the college entrance exam, I saved someone from drowning and got a $300,000 reward. When I got home, I immediately told my sister to keep it secret. After the exam, I'll take you away from this family. She obediently nodded. Then she stole the bank card and gave it to our abusive, alcoholic, gambling father. On exam day, Dad locked me inside and beat me until both my legs broke. My entire life was ruined. Meanwhile, my sister was rewarded for turning me in. She got the new phone she'd always wanted. I couldn't believe it. I asked her why. She just laughed. I'm not smart like you. I couldn't even get into high school. Rather than watch you change your fate, I'd rather we all rot in the mud together. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the day I got the reward. I came home soaking wet and saw my drunk father beating my sister again. She was curled up in the corner, crying and begging him to stop. She reached toward me and looked at me for help. Dad suddenly turned around. His beast-like stare pierced straight through me. I froze in shock. My body instinctively shrank back. Dad grabbed the broom by the wall and came toward me. You little punk, what happened to your clothes? My dad strongly favored boys over girls. Ever since Mom died, he had nowhere to vent his anger. As the only girl in the family, my sister naturally became his main target. But he beat me too. My body was still covered in bruises, all left by that broken broom. And the reason was simple. I tried to stop him from beating my sister. His preference for boys only applied to himself. I'm talking to you! What happened to your clothes? Do you know how much one shirt costs? That could buy me a lot of booze. Dad swung the broom and started beating me. I quickly backed away, instinctively shielding my head with my arms. I hurriedly shouted. I fell on the way home. Sorry, Dad, I'll wash them right away. Do you have any clothes that need washing? Thinking fast, I volunteered to do the chores, hoping to calm him down. Dad rolled his eyes at me, then gestured toward the dirty clothes on the stool. After that, he turned around and targeted my sister again. Maybe I should just sell you. At least the money could pay off my debts. My sister screamed in terror. Dad lifted her by the arm until her feet left the floor. In desperation, she sold me out. Dad, my brother, secretly looked up college applications. He still wants to go to college and spend the family's money. He's trying to disobey you. My sister and I are fraternal twins. She failed the high school entrance exam, but I passed. Our family was already poor, and my sister kept stirring up trouble. So Dad didn't want me to continue school. I spent a long time convincing him. I told him an education would help me earn more. That finally fooled him, and I got to attend high school. But tuition was another expense, putting even more pressure on the family. My sister and I used to collect recyclables after school. We could make about $500 a month. It was one of the family's sources of income. But after I started high school, that income dropped. So Dad felt more and more cheated. He'd already told me. I had to quit after finishing high school and immediately work in a factory. Now that my sister brought it up, Dad immediately dropped her and charged at me like a sprinter. He slapped me more than a dozen times. Just try going to college. I'll break your legs. The pain brought tears to my eyes, but I didn't dare say a word. After my sister escaped, she lay on the floor crying, but kept staring at me with a smug smile on her face. Dad shouted angrily, "Forget about ever going to college." Shielding my head, I quickly made my case. The family won't have to pay a cent, and big cities have more job opportunities. I can work while studying. The money I'll send you will be 100 times more than recycling pays. Dad fell silent and thought about it. He was weighing the pros and cons, but my sister immediately spoke up. Don't let him go to college. Make him start working now. Then he can earn money immediately. College graduates are everywhere now. Nobody needs one more. College would only waste tens of thousands of dollars, and he'd only make about $3,000 after graduating. That's less than a factory pays. How much? Dad's eyes widened in shock. My sister explained that college wasn't free. You had to pay tuition, food, and housing yourself. At least $20,000 or $30,000 a year. Dad suddenly turned toward me and pointed the stick at me, like a furious lion that had been tricked. You little punk, you're not taking that exam. Go find a job right now. As he turned around, he slapped my sister across the face. You're going too. She held her cheek and said pitifully, I want to stay and cook and do your laundry. Just make my brother earn money. Make him work somewhere nearby, so he has to come home regularly. Otherwise, he'll be hard to control. I stared coldly at that little demon. She honestly deserved that slap. This family was completely awful, yet she still wanted to stay. Dad liked the future she described, and firmly banned me from taking the exam. The exam was only 3 days away. I had to take it. It might be my only chance to change my life. Running away was my best option. After calming Dad down, I returned to the West Room. I was about to secretly pack my things, but my exam permit and ID were both missing. I immediately searched the room. Then my sister suddenly walked in, with a creepy smile on her face. I demanded to know if she'd taken my things. She smirked. I put your exam permit and ID away for you. What are you doing? Are you still planning to take the exam? Aren't you afraid Dad will beat you to death? I'm telling him right now! I grabbed her arm, holding back my rage. I patiently tried to explain. I'm not taking the exam. I only need my ID to find a job. She curiously asked what kind of job. I casually listed a few options. Tutoring kids or working at an after-school program. She immediately frowned. No, you can't do those jobs. I didn't understand. You can only carry bricks at a construction site or haul bags of cement because you're just like me. You're only good enough for hard, exhausting work. I smiled bitterly and agreed. But construction sites still require an ID. I held out my hand. She only tossed me my ID, then tore up my exam permit. I stood there in shock. Rage surged through my chest. I wanted to pick it up, but forced myself not to. I was afraid she'd call our abusive father. My sister smiled in satisfaction. Good, looks like you've given up on the exam. Then she turned and left. I I clenched my teeth and immediately contacted my teacher. I told him I'd lost my exam permit. He scolded me for being careless, but still sent me another digital copy and told me to print it and keep it safe. I was about to leave and print it when my sister barged in again and demanded my phone. I refused, so she used Dad to threaten me. Dad said the phone belongs to me whenever you're home, but the exam permit on my phone was now more important than my life. There was no way I'd give it to her. I tried to win her over. I told her once I started working, I'd use my first paycheck to buy her a phone. Her eyes immediately lit up, but quickly dimmed again. She said resentfully, "I don't believe you. All your money has to pay Dad's debts. Why would I get anything? Give me the phone right now, or I'll call Dad." She started yelling, and finally woke Dad up. Whenever Dad woke up after drinking, his eyes were bloodshot and terrifying. I quickly explained, "I'll give her the phone later. I noticed there wasn't any booze left, so I was going out to buy you a bottle. Where did you get money?" My sister asked arrogantly, like a fox hiding behind a tiger. Without changing expression, I said I did homework for classmates. I made $50 and Dad was thrilled. Good. A kid who earns money is a good kid. Then he casually slapped my sister. "What good are you? You can't even buy me one bottle." She held her cheek, staring at me with hatred. I finally got out of the house, but my sister followed me. I asked why she was following me. She gritted her teeth. "I want to see if you're buying booze or doing something else." "Don't think I don't know. You can replace a lost exam permit. Try anything and I'll tell Dad immediately. You won't escape. He'll break your legs." Holding back my anger, I tried to lose her, but she stayed right behind me. I couldn't shake her. She mocked me. "You don't have any money. If you can't buy booze, Dad will kill you." With no other choice, I went into a store and bought a bottle. While I was paying, my sister suddenly snatched my phone. "You've been hiding money. You still have $200. I'm telling Dad when we get home." I tried to grab it, but she ran away. She checked the phone while running. Finally, she stopped. I angrily snatched my phone back. She stared at me coldly. "There really is an exam permit on your phone. You still want to go to college. I'll make Dad break your legs." Rage spread through my chest, but I forced it down. I couldn't make my plans too obvious before the exam. If Dad caused trouble at the testing center, I'd be in serious trouble. I forced myself to calm down.